Hi, and welcome to Kindergarten and First Grade Music. In this room, your children will have all sorts of various experiences in the world of music, including playing percussion instruments, those small instruments. They love that. We call it Instrument Day, and each of them gets a different one and takes turns playing them. They can be little cymbals or finger cymbals, maracas, all sorts of things. Also in here, they get to, later on in the year, they'll get to strum guitars. And they love it. They're undersized acoustic guitars, and they get to actually learn how to correctly strum them. Our big thrust in the fall, of course, is towards our Christmas program. But before we learn the songs, we first learn how to stand up tall and breathe correctly, and we learn how to sing so that we can sing together as one. We also learn all sorts of things about singing, including learning some of the basic hand signs with the different pitches. In particular, they learn little songs like Apple Tree, and you'll start hearing that, and that's one of the songs that we use a lot for that. But they're also going to learn about these things and other terms and different ideas and concepts in music from little videos that are put out by Plank Publishing, and they're on the YouTube. So if anytime you'd like to know where they are and what they are, please contact me, and I'll be so happy to give you the information. And they learn things about fast and slow, high and low. And they learn about the different names of the spaces and lines of the music, all with little songs. Now, that doesn't mean they can necessarily remember them, but at least it's introducing them to these things. And another means of introducing to a lot of different concepts and ideas is these little books that I read to them. Zin, 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 a violin teaches all about the high sounds, and Tubby the tuba teaches all about the low sounds. In kindergarten, first grade, we also do a study of different animals. What instrument would you use for an elephant? What would you use for a flock of birds? And we listen to them, and they move around the room, flowing with the instrument. But of course, they are doing the animal movements. They love that. Later on in the year, to introduce them to the 4 different families of instruments, we read the book, The Remarkable Farkle McBride, and oh my goodness, how he couldn't find the right instrument. And they really enjoy that. They enjoy saying Farkle McBride. And then one of my favorite books is Jazz Fly, and I actually teach them a little bit how to scat, bebop, ba-boop, bop, bebop, ba-boop. They come up with much more original things, believe me. Now, and that leads into, we do a little bit of rapping later on in the year. And of course we do, beatboxing. You got to do beatboxing nowadays. I mean, they can have a whole percussion section in the back seat of your car. And then we do cover some composers, which is really interesting. First graders, parents of first graders, you're one of the children's readers in the spring is just all about music, and we'll include a composer too. And the basic composers we cover are Bach, Beethoven, and Mozart, and others. For example, Aaron Copland, we briefly look at him because he wrote all this music for the rodeo. And what do we have? The rodeo, and we dress in Western. Well, that's a day where we especially look at the Western music. Second semester, we start with the science of sound. Children at this age, kindergarten and first grade, are just so interested in what makes what happen. And they love it when I take two different drums, one on one side of the room and the other on the other side. And the one far away, I put a couple of beans. And on the first drum, I drum, and those other beans over there, they start wiggling. They love that. We also, of course, then really home in on listening to the different sounds of different instruments and trying to put them in their families. And of course, in the meantime, we're still singing. We're still having instrument day in between. And and we're still watching different videos to learn different things. So we have a great time here at kindergarten, first grade. So looking forward to the first day of school.